Good morning, fellow currency lovers. It is absolutely pouring rain. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. But it's beautiful and a beautiful day to bill search. So anyway, I'll stop yabbing. It's super early. Let's just jump into going through some bills from the last couple of days that I picked up. Hopefully we'll find some error notes or something collectible. Series 2017A. By the way, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you want notifications so when new videos are put out, then hit the little bell for notifications. And you can see my ugly mug, or at least hear my wonderful, angelic voice with new videos coming out pretty much daily or every other day. I have a string of them coming out pretty soon for coins, so look for that. If not, all right. Series 2017A, a little bit of a shift in the seal. You'll usually see that coincide with the serial numbers being shifted. Nothing on the front. Back of the note, you can see a little wet ink transfer right there. Now, if it makes out like all of Washington in the case of a $1 note, that's pretty cool. You could hold on to that. But just a little bit of wet ink transfer, looks like a thumbprint, is not going to be collectible. Nothing in the serial number. A little bit of damage going on. I can tell this one's been wet too. You can tell from how thinned out the note is and the wrinkling that goes across it. That's a good indicator. 2013. A little bit of a shift to the left for the seal, but unless it's sitting off the word 1, it's not going to be an error or anything. Yeah, a little bit of 8s, a little bit of 4s. 2017. New York stamp. Nothing going on there. A little bit of damage up here. Would have been nice to have like a fold-over error, right? Worth a couple $100 or so and upwards. Nothing going on. 2017A. Both 2017 and 2017A are huge runs like 2013. $1 bills, of course, are just pumped out. So you can find a lot of good stuff in them. Nothing in the serial number. On the back, this one's pretty beat up. Nothing going on there. 2930, 1870, 17. Can't read. Nothing going on. Little bit of a stuck digit. You can see how the 7s are, well, this one's not, but the 7's sitting just slightly high. If it's a large degree off, then those are actually collectible. A lot of people refer to them as stuck digits or odometer notes because they look like an odometer. But those can get pretty valuable. In a couple of the coin and banknote groups I'm in, people actually sell them for, $20, $30 for a $1 note. Hey, little star note action. Not necessarily collectible serial number, but I love me some star notes. This one's not bad condition, a little folded. But we'll look it up at the end of the video, see if there's anything interesting with it. It is a San Francisco Federal Reserve stamp, rather seal. But pretty cool. I love star notes. They're replacement notes. Most likely the $1 note this replaced didn't have the same serial number, which is kind of neat unto itself. But I'll show you how to look those up at the end of the video. And I will put the info in the description box. Let's get going. 7 6s. Would have been nice to not have the 4 0 in there and just have 7s and 6s for a binary note. Those are really good collectible serial numbers. This one's trash, though. Lots of damage to it. Yeah, some 9s, and that's about it. 2013 series. So this one's weirdly hitting end of life, so to speak. They only consider about 10-ish years, if not less, for $1 notes to be their lifespan before they're considered like too beat up. Ooh, really cool. 4 5, bunch of 4s. I would have been really stoked about a trinary note or a binary note, but, can't always find the cool stuff. But kind of neat with the clumped up 4s in the middle there. But for me, unless there's more repetition of the same digits going on, I don't really consider them collectible. Yeah, a little free coffee stain down at the bottom. So if this was collectible, the condition would detract from that, of course. And 2013. This one's probably printed the best so far. Richmond, Virginia, Federal Reserve stamp. And nothing on the back. Keep an eye out around the seals and also around, whoa, can't hold on to it. Around the detail around the edges of the note. I get asked about that a lot. You know, what's the little bird? What's the little spider thing? And stuff like that. Those are in another video that just talks about design elements of various notes. And I'll be updating those videos as well over the next coming weeks. But check out my videos on U.S. banknotes, just their design and how they're made. And then you'll get kind of some of those questions answered. And then jump in the comments. Maybe you know something I don't, and you can kind of enlighten everyone else. 2017A. Nothing going on. Looks like we got a 5 sneaking in there. That's cool. Get us a little something different than 1s. Nothing going on there. Yeah, a little bit of 8s. A couple of 0s in there, but nothing too crazy. Cool depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. If you ever get a chance to visit that, I suggest you do so. The monuments are pretty cool. Some more than others. I mean, they are all kind of like stark big buildings, but the history and architecture that goes into them is really neat. And nothing jumping out there. 2017 note. Probably the nicest back, minus this fold here we've had so far. It's nice and clean overall. Nothing there. Yeah, a little bit of, like, blood. It looks like somebody legitimately bled on this. Nice. So, I'll wash my hands after this one, but, you know, let me first really fondle the note. Really, take in that blood sample they gave us. Nothing jumping out on the front there. Serial number's nothing to call home about, but a neat note. The bloody $1 note. 2017 as well. Little bit of shift over here. You can see it's a little getting over there, but unless it's sitting completely off the E, I don't even consider them shifted. And then like I mentioned earlier, unless it's sitting like over here, over here, over here, over here, not going to be collectible or an error. Considered an error. And clean, but nothing on the back. Thought we had something right on the trust, in God we trust, but on that S being kind of misprinted, but my eyes deceive me. 666, no, the mark of the beast. Now, seriously though, nothing really going on in the serial number here. Some cool repetition of 6s, but not enough to be collectible. And nothing, what is going on? Okay, nothing there. Nothing on the back there. Getting down there, last couple of notes, or few notes, shouldn't say a couple. Thanks for being on this adventure with me. Again, hit the old subscribe button if you're into collecting currency. If and when and maybes, if I hit over 100,000, I'm going to do a big old giveaway, and hopefully you're one of the winners in it. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we would have had a 6 in there, we'd had a broken ladder. That would have been cool. But not so much there. If you're hearing terms that you're like, what is this dude talking about? I have a video I just updated and put out that covers the 15 or more, 15 plus, whatever you want to call it. Errors. You can find it on banknotes in your pocket. Nice little 9s in the middle. Would have liked bookends with like 3-1 on each end. Nice little 5er from 2013 though, a little beat up. It'll go towards a little Subway sandwich or something later. And nothing on the back. Not much to talk about designs of these notes. They redesigned them in the early 2000s. Well, not ones. I'm pointing at a 1. But 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s, they did some anti-counterfeiting measures and then kind of enhanced graphics and whatnot. They're talking about 1s and maybe 2s going under a redesign. However, 2s are far less used than any other denomination, of course. I'll try to get a hold of some used 2s from the bank or something today. See if I can do a video on some 2s coming up in the next day or two and see if they got an old stack of $2 bills, and we'll go through that. 2013 $1 note. 1s even haven't gone through a redesign since like the 50s, late 50s, I think 1957. And they just added In God We Trust and did a couple little changes to the seal, but you know, they really wanted a separation of church and state there, so they kind of updated the old graphics. 0, 2, 3, couple of 5s, nothing there. Last 4 or 5 notes, guys. So this has been a fun one, a little 10 minutes. Hopefully you didn't just lose 10 minutes of your life, and you really kind of enjoyed it. At least saw me go through some notes, right? You can see you can find a bunch of 1s, maybe find a little star note action like we did. 2017, little bit of a missync on that 4 there. Look at that splotching going on. Right here, too. Same dealio there. Not so much there, so they must have kind of had some excess of ink going on there, but it's not blurred out or splotchy in the sense that I want to hold on to it, but something to keep an eye out for. Got a little bit of a upchuck throw up on here. That's nice. Would have been really cool to not have the 8 and had a 0 on the end there. We would have had a trinary with 0s, 2s, and 3s, but no dice. Nothing on the back. We'll do the last 2 together. Why not? Because we can. Top note. A little bit more free blood there, so somebody, maybe the same person, just bled across both of them. It's really nice of them. 2017 note. This one's definitely been wet. This one's definitely been wet. They're both really worn out. You can tell from the wrinkling, the discoloration, and the blending of colors, especially around Mr. Washington there. Yeah, this one's been marked. Some businesses mark the sides as stacks to indicate they received them, but most likely it's just somebody messing around with a Sharpie or something. Finish up, even though we started the first one. That one's not so hot. 2017 on this one as well. Folded all up and beat all up. Super, probably the worst condition we've had so far, minus the other blood cover note. Nothing really going on the back. So what small find did we hold on to? Little star note action. No fancy serial number further than that. No like pattern or radar note or any of that. Watch my video on fancy serial numbers if you're wondering what I'm talking about, but I will look up this note, I will put the information in the description box, and I will show you how to look up your star note and learn a little bit more for yourself. Let me know what you think about this little find of a star note. If you watch any of my videos, you know I love me some star notes. More importantly, let me know what you've come across in your coin and banknote searches lately in the comments below. I love reading about that, and I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Keep being you. You're the bee's knees, and I'll catch you later.